first discovered the guitar in like 1978, 79. There was a guy up the street that was playing guitar that was better than me, and his name was John Bon Jovi. And so we were very, very close. And so he started teaching me chords and stuff like that. And that lasted a little while. And he's like, why don't you just go to the guy that teaches me? And it was a guy that lived across the street, a guy by the name of Al Paranello. And Al was teaching both of us. As we were putting Skid Row together, this is around 1985, I was working in a music store called Garden State Music in Toms River, New Jersey. I found out about the guy who was doing the airbrushing for the guitars that were being built there, a guy by the name of Dennis Kline. And Dennis Kline didn't just do guitars, he did like vans and hot rods and stuff like that. So I had this idea, and I said to him, I want to do a guitar, really simple, but I wanted to have like this snake coming out of a grave. He came up with this right off the bat, and I was blown away. And he's like, oh, wait till you see this. And he took great pride in it. He was like, this is something that I want to make sure that you're happy with. And the design that you see here is the original design. And his name right there, Kline 85. We're putting Skid Row together. Lo and behold, Kramer Guitars is located in Neptune, New Jersey. John and Richie introduced us to Dennis and a bunch of the people that worked there. I said, I have this guitar that's not quite right. So they hooked me up with the neck that you see on here right now. And they put the neck on, they screwed it in, and it played amazing. And we went to go make the first record in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And this is all over that record. This is all over it. And so it's got a big piece of my soul and my heart and my spirit. For the most part, I can use this on pretty much most of the Skid Row songs. Some stuff that needs a different sort of tone, but for the most part, this is kind of the mainstay. And for balance purposes, and actually for aesthetics as well, I wanted the reverse headstock. It feels in your hand, it feels like weighted really well. It doesn't bend down or up or anything like that. And I always loved the way it looked. It just feels right. The neck, if you see it, it's got kind of like this satin sort of finish on it. And I needed that because a regular lacquer finish for me, my hands get caught up on it. And I don't have an easy enough time getting up and down the neck. The fretboard is an Indian laurel. It resembles an ebony fretboard in the feel, but it's not. And the frets are not very large, again, because I don't have like the strongest hands in the world. So this makes, just playing all the Skid Row stuff that we do so much easier. Volume and tone. I love this pickup. There's a gentleman by the name of Jim DeCola who's at the Gibson factory in Nashville. Chances are that I was playing some of his pickups in some of my other guitars. So I was like, it would be like an honor if you would design the pickup for this. And so as soon as I plugged this in and heard it at the Skid Row show, I was like, I don't need to do anything to this. There's 500K pots in here, so they roll off really nice. The pickup is a high output pickup. So it's made for, some heavier stuff at a lower volume and a clean tone. It sounds beautiful. It sounds really sweet and round and warm. And then the Floyd Rose is come equipped with a D-Tuna. And basically that just drops the low E string to a D, because some of our songs, Slave to the Grind, The Threat, Disease, they utilize the drop D tuning. So that's perfect for me. It makes things easier, especially in a live setting. Because if we're opening up with Slave to the Grind, and then I need to go into like Sweet Little Sister or something like that, I just boom, ba-bang, pop that right back up, and I'm back in standard 440. It's a stop tailpiece in the back, and then it's kind of, I keep it kind of tight because I wanted to always go back to that starting position. It's a simple design and everything, but the thing for me is it works. It works perfectly. I can bang the crap out of it and it holds up. It's got a little weight to it. There's some meat to it. And the paint design is like straight from Dennis Kline, man. This is something that is 33, 34 years in the making. So I'm so proud and so happy that this day is finally here. I think back on all the memories of what this guitar reminds me of, and this guitar saw me go from a boy to a man, touring the world, and this thing has always been by my side. And again, we're going out with the Bon Jovis of the world, and Aerosmith, and Motley Crue, and Guns N' Roses, and Pantera, and Soundgarden, and this guitar was there with me. Yeah, this guitar has played such a huge role in my musical life, and not just from performing live, but also from, you know, writing. A lot of the first record was written on this guitar, so it's quite special to me.